At Ivani, we're working on this game-changing technology of network presence sensing, which enables us to derive tons of value for our partners and their customers around this currently untapped human occupancy data that can be collected from their existing devices. So, there are smart things all around us. We're here to make them smarter.
In the world of technology now, there is a common term called Internet of Things, or IoT. Generally, IoT utilizes wireless communication. All of these different devices are talking to each other wirelessly. What network presence sensing does is it adds just a little bit of software to each of these devices. And then it allows each of those devices to determine if there's a person in that space or not.
IoT solutions are typically made up of various wireless communication protocols as a means of getting communications between devices.
We are utilizing the actual communications between those devices as opposed to adding new sensors or new hardware. We're really dematerializing spaces.
So it's a unique way of getting information about what's going on in a space and making devices contextually aware without having to add special hardware for it.
If you have a smart light bulb over here on your right and then another smart light bulb on your left, they're talking to each other. There's a communication channel between those two devices. If you walk into the general vicinity between those or just around those two light bulbs, the system is actually disturbed, and that disturbance is measurable and it's also actionable.
A residential user of a network presence sensing system can expect to have better home awareness for security purposes, an improved ability to derive savings from intelligent heating and cooling, and an expectation that lighting systems are on when they're there and off when they're not. In a corporate setting, a corporate consumer of the system would expect information on the utilization of their building, how often the space is occupied, as well as they can expect to derive some amount of savings from reduction in unused HVAC cost through adjustments in their variable air volume systems, as well as enhanced lighting experience for their employees. Network presence sensing for hotels, it enables the operations staff to know when a space is occupied and not, so housekeeping doesn't knock on a door when there's someone in the room. It provides an ability to adjust the heating and cooling system to save on operational expense, as well as providing a warmer user experience when someone first enters a room. The room can greet them because it knows they're there.
So NPS can add a sense of warmth to people's lives. In addition to that, it can add a tangible sense of security. And then lastly, it can save people money through reduced energy consumption for their heating and cooling systems. Manufacturers out there are looking to differentiate themselves from their competitors, and some of the only ways to do that on a long-term basis is through software.
In the future, right, this sort of a technology almost turns into a standard that lives alongside these wireless communication protocols, and it becomes the de facto way that people are sensed in an anonymous fashion.